When you're going to recruit someone, there's an A, B, C, D to it, right? A, B, C, D. So the first thing, bro, before I show anything, before I show any kind of presentation, you're going to build a report. What am I teaching my people how to do? First thing you want to do to build a report using the acronym FORM. FORM is on the blueprint. What's FORM, Perry? So here, I'll write it down so this can stay recorded. Let me show you something. The first thing, bro, before you recruit someone, you gotta always do this. Let me share my screen so you can see it. All right, you should be able to see my screen here in the next 2 seconds. All right, Perry, so A, B, C, D. This is the A, B, C, D of recruiting. A. Number one, you got to build rapport. Now, you got to teach your people how to build rapport. You know, everybody that's certified within my team, they build a report using an acronym called FORM, okay? And then you explain to them what FORM means. FORM is for family, occupation, recreation, message. So let me explain. First of all, you got to ask people about their family. What you're doing when you're building a report, you're figuring out what's important to them. Nothing new, nothing that you don't already know, Perry. You're great at this. You're great at this, but we need to teach our people how to duplicate it, right? So you got to talk to people about their family, what's important to them. Next is their occupation. You're looking for a ground on how you and them are going to relate. So if they're a realtor, you're a realtor, bam, you guys are now have something in common. The next thing is recreation. What is it that is their hobbies or whatever, right? What are they doing as for fun? Or, I mean, maybe they like hiking, maybe they like playing soccer, they like playing football. That's something that you guys can relate to. And then the last thing is the message, right? The message is, you know, bringing back hope for American families, breaking the curse of poverty, whatever that message is. Now, B, once you identify what's important to them, then it's your turn. You're listening, you're asking the right questions in the beginning as you build a report. Number two, this right here is your 2-minute story. You have to share your 2-minute story, and the solution, it needs to be PHP. So my minute story, I go through it and then I say, man, I'm in love with the crusade, with what we're creating here. This platform is a beautiful platform that allows us, you know, to deliver this message to American families. And for me, you know, I never seen anything like this. It gives us the opportunity to grow an agency nationwide. And, you know, I want to do this the long run. You know, when I saw this platform, I just saw that I can merge 2 industries together, the real estate industry with financial services. And then C is basically your presentation. In this case, your presentation is the crusade. So if I'm gonna certify someone, I'm gonna make sure that they use the tools that I'm showing them. The crusade is what we're gonna use. So I'm gonna go and share with you the tools. But D is closing, and what I'm teaching on closing right now, it's making sure that you're challenging correctly, and we're doing the free, future, now, or free, future, present closing strategy. So that's really what I'm teaching right now. This is how you get certified. Alongside this, you have to know how to use Zoom, and you have to read a book called A Life of Significance by Joe Jordan. So I'll write it right here. A Life of Significance by Joe Jordan. Once they do this, then they're certified, but they have to recruit me. And once they recruit me, then I can kind of give them the pointers on how they can get better. But typically I will do this class of certification. Let's go back to the tools real quick. The tools that I share with them, and they got to know how to use Zoom, bro. If they don't know how to use Zoom, then they're not going to get certified by me. You were on track when you said, hey, our people need to know how to use Zoom, because other than that, bro, they're not doing it right. I go here. Now I'm sharing my tools. These are the tools that I'm setting. 1, 2, 2, 3. These are my tools right here. Every time I start an RI, I started with this. And I read it to them because I want to set the tone. I have nothing in common with lazy people who blame others for their lack of success. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. Once I set the tone, Perry, and you can do this all day long, now I go into the presentation. Now, what is my transition to get into the presentation? This is where I say this. Let me show you who we are, what we do, and how we get compensated. Let me say that again. Let me show you who we are, what we do, and how we get compensated. Boom. What I'm teaching my people how to do, bro, is how to break down the crusade in 3 parts, okay? The 3 parts, I'm gonna highlight them. You gotta start from here up, okay? The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna explain to them a little bit of the history of the industry. Well, the history of the industry, you gotta explain to them the opportunity that we have here, that whoever is involved in this phenomena, the phenomena of the baby boomer generation, can potentially be well off for the rest of their life. So you gotta take them through the history of the industry when you explain supply and demand. So you explain this, you explain how many licensed agents we had in the 70s, the licensed agents that we had from 2013 and on, and you explain the opportunity of why it's so important to get involved in this industry. You go over products and services, and then right here you explain that we are not an insurance company, but rather we represent the largest insurance carriers in America and the most powerful insurance carriers in America. And then you explain to them how we get compensated, but you do it in a form of a story. And this story, you know, this is the second part. This is number 1, and this is number 2. Number 2 is basically going over the story of a 34-year-old female. And that's all you do, the story of a 34-year-old female. You take them through that, and then you get to the last part. The last part is your closing. The closing is very simple. You take them to the 3 ways that money grows. So you will literally just go over this real quick, and you express to them that we're helping so many people with protecting their money, that their hard-earned money that they have in retirement planning. When I get to this, I just say 3 simple questions. I want you to look at this from 3 sets of eyes. The number one, those sets of eyes are for, you're already thinking about, man, I have a lot of referrals that I can send you. Number 2, a lot of people understand the value of this and how much, you know, value we bring to the marketplace by giving free consultations that any financial planner would charge you $300 to $1,000 for a free consultation. So we can definitely do that. But ultimately, number 3 is, how can we partner up? Is this something that you were probably praying for, or, you know, something that you see yourself doing? So from 1 to 10, do you see yourself doing this? Oh man, it's about a 9. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, we have a simple system here. We'll get you trained. We'll get you licensed within 2 weeks. And not only how to obtain clients, but how to retain your clients, right? How to generate more leads, how to become referable by doing this with integrity. But overall, man, and this is when you go in for the closing, The closing is very special. You have to show gratitude, right? You're a closer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right here, bro, this is where you show gratitude. See, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for this man right here that has created a platform. I don't know, you probably heard of him. His name is Patrick Bet David. He founded this company and right now is the fastest growing FMO in America. Patrick Bet David is worth about $200 million right now, and you can get an opportunity to come work with him. See, none of this will be possible if it wasn't for my coach. My coach, Curtis Eatman, he played a little professional basketball. He was also a model for a little company called Nike. And he gave me the opportunity. He came to me and he said, Joel, you can pioneer a whole state, and you can run Vegas, you can run Nevada. And you know what? 2.5, almost 3 years now, he gave me this opportunity. I'm so grateful that I took it. Now we're expanding nationwide. I'm licensed in 8 different states. I have personally, I have an office in Puerto Rico. And man, I'm just so grateful for this man that gave me the opportunity to come and really play big with this company. And I'm completely, passionate about what we do here and believe 100% in the crusade of our company. Now, we don't work with everybody. We work with those individuals that really want to play big, those individuals that see the vision in the company. We would really have to talk about if you have any felonies, bankruptcies, misdemeanors, or tax liens. But let me ask you a question. Is $199 a lot of money to invest into yourself and into your business? If the answer is no, man, I would love to partner up with you. I'm ready to get you to the next level. You told me you like to help people. You told me you want to be part of history, and we're going to give you that platform to do so. Let's get you to the next level. All right, cool. Let's go. All right, let me